episode 2 of Professionalism in Practice, and I'm joined by Natalie Bozic. How are you today, Natalie?
I'm doing well.
Natalie's a champ. She wanted to do this. She came and got me, actually. She said, I want to be on the podcast.
Cool. Okay.
No, this is awesome.
I'm the second one here, so.
But I think it's awesome because when we do this, we can, share with our families and, and our other coworkers who might not know everything about us that we might want to share, because I think here at St. David, we are an excellent team. Would you not agree?
Oh, I completely agree. And I really do find it's a great opportunity
to work here.
Yes, and to get to know each other better.
Absolutely. So your first question is, what made you want to get into education? What made you want to pursue everything?
Well, I have always enjoyed working with kids. So I used to babysit a lot growing up as a teenager. And I also was a playground supervisor for the city of Greater Sudbury. And as a playground supervisor, we used to go outside and plan a lot of activities for the kids. And we even took them on field trips, which was always a fun adventure. Mm-hmm. Eventually, I decided to get into teaching. So I went to Teachers College, and I ended up becoming a teacher. And now it's been 23 years that I've been teaching. And I, for the most part, was teaching grades 1-2 for many, many years. And then just up to about 3 years ago, I switched over to core French. And it's just a great opportunity to focus on teaching the language, the French language more. And also I wanted to bring excitement and motivation back into learning French.
Awesome. So when you were a lunch supervisor and started, was it lunch or just
It was the playground supervisor.
Playground supervisor.
Yes.
Was that here in Sudbury?
It was, yes. So we would be based at playgrounds like where different schools were.
Okay.
And we would be stationed there, and the kids would get dropped off for the day camp. It was like a day camp.
Okay. And that's kind of when you decided, like, that's when I want to work with kids.
Yes.
Oh.
That was pretty much, I think that was it, because we planned activities and I felt like a teacher.
Yeah. And you know what, I'm kind of going off script here, but I got to say this, because because you and I work a little bit together this year,
yes.
Like we've always in passing, but like when we cross in Miss Long's class, I noticed like you're really passionate about teaching the French language. Like the kids, they love when you're teaching. It's the songs and it's the games, and it's like you really make French interesting to them. Was the goal always kind of to teach French, or was that something you kind of later wanted to get into?
Well, I find I always thought French was like a cool language, and I went to a pure French school, and also it was a little bit difficult for me at first, but then as the years went by, I thought, you know what, I want to just get into this, and I want to learn more about it and teach it, and I just find it's a lot of fun.
It is, and you really do make it fun for the kids. Like it's pretty awesome what you're doing with them.
I try my hardest. So.
What was the song you showed them? The Steve one? It was a fish.
Oh,
Poisson
it's
Steve.
Le Poisson Steve. That's a very familiar one. And even last year, a couple of the kids wanted me to play it, and they have a blast.
They love it. Yes. That's so cool.
It's a cool song, sure.
How has being able to speak French kind of benefited you, not just in education, but in life in general?
Well, I find that being able to speak French has given me many opportunities, and especially as a young kid, when I was 15, I was able to go to France, and
Oh, really?
Yes, and I went on an exchange program there. So I was able to stay with a family, and I was able to practice speaking French with them, and I learned a little bit more about the culture. Mm-hmm. And then also, I also worked at Science North.
Oh, wow.
And I was a blue coat there, and I did presentations in French and English. So in general, the knowledge of the French language has given me the opportunity to meet people and to also have jobs.
Absolutely. I think too, having French be part of our curriculum is so essential for opening up those doorways to our students and for anyone in general looking for jobs and hoping to kind of have more opportunity, right? So I think
definitely.
It's so important. And I got to mention too, you were a blue coat You got to
Yes.
take the squirrels out and the snakes and
Yes,
everything?
and I would speak French, and sometimes I would do little presentations for the when they had movies. I would come up and in front of the crowd, and I would have to say a little blurb in French and in English.
cool.
So I did get job opportunities because I spoke French.
And I imagine, so they'd have like an English presentation and then a French presentation, and you would be the
Yes.
blue coat doing the
Yeah,
French
well, I would
presentation?
alternate sometimes English, sometimes French, and
Okay.
or when the visitors would come up to the different exhibits, I could speak to them in French if needed.
That's amazing.
It was a great experience for sure.
See, that's why I like this podcast, because like I didn't know that about you. That's really
And
cool.
I was working on the fourth floor,
Yeah.
so there was some tricky exhibits there. But I learned how to say the words in French, and it was a good experience.
When you were with that French family in France,
Oh yes.
what was that like?
I was nervous at first because I was only 15.
Yeah.
But once I got there, they made me feel comfortable, and I just managed, and I spoke French as best as I could with them, and I find my French improved after the 3 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Even if it was a small stay, I was kind of put into the situation where I had to really make a lot of effort to speak French, and it worked out really well. And she ended up coming back the following summer, and she stayed with us.
Oh wow.
So
And now, did they speak English or?
she came and oh yes, they spoke a bit of English, not too much, but we all managed and had a lot of fun.
That's so cool. It's like you both benefited each other, right?
Yes.
Like they benefited you in learning, and that's like the pure French. Like that's because I find with French is like a lot of different dialects, right?
True.
So that's like you learned how to speak like traditional French. Is that correct to say?
Well, I'm pretty sure I guess it's considered like Parisian French.
Parisian?
I think that's what it's called, but
Yeah.
but it did it opened up a lot of opportunities because I was able to continue talking to her throughout the years, and we're still friends, and
Oh my gosh,
yeah,
that's
it was a lot of
amazing.
fun.
Okay, how does it feel? Just in general, how does it feel working at St. David?
Well, in general, I find it's a very welcoming work environment. It's a lot of fun. Everyone's laid back, and they work hard, and we all help each other. So I do really enjoy teaching here. And especially as a core French teacher, I'm able to see a variety of the students during the day, and which makes it neat. I go in for 40 minutes, then I go to the next class for 40 minutes, and the day just goes by fast. We're having fun, and I see a lot of the students.
I'm picking up a few things in your French class.
I know, and the kids really like seeing you repeat and sing and dance with us.
Hey, use
lot of
me
fun.
as an example. Hey, teach Mr. B how to say this.
Yes,
or,
and I have already taken that upon myself to introduce you and let you have the opportunity to speak French with us.
Have you ever heard of Duolingo?
I have, and I do want to try to incorporate that somehow into the classroom. And,
Oh yeah, that would be really cool. I haven't seen any French teacher do that before.
yeah, well, I am going to be looking into getting a schedule with to be incorporated. I want to incorporate technology into the classroom for that. Like maybe we can check out different ways to use technology.
I think that's kind of the way now, because if you look at programs like Lexia that are teaching the English language, they put such an emphasis on leveling up and interactive games and things that are just really beneficial to learning English. So having that feature in a French class, I think would also be essential, because a lot of our kids nowadays, they learn from technology. I mean, it's a blessing and a curse at the same time, because we don't want them on the devices all the time. But I mean, if it's benefiting them, it's kind of like you want them to have that avenue. You want them to have, something that's engaging and fun, and just like it changes up the traditional way of teaching a bit. So it kind of helps keep that focus on the learning aspect, because I think a lot of kids nowadays, attention is, even for me, it's a problem, right? We kind of, whoa, squirrel,
But if we can get the kids working on a second language using the laps or the Chromebooks,
Yeah.
then I think that's going to be fun for
Do
them.
they have programs like that you know
There
of?
is one called Smash Education,
Okay.
and we are going to definitely be looking into
Wow.
that. They started it last year. Some of the students were able to experience it last year a little bit with Miss Price,
Really?
and I'm going to take that on and try to expose the students to that, so they get their own account and they can go in there. And I took a look at it, and it's quite fun. There's little cartoons, and they're saying French sentences and things like that. So that's going to be beneficial and fun for the students.
I think so. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'm very excited to get that up and running.
That's awesome. What is something you're grateful for?
I'm very grateful to be happy at work,
Aw.
because a lot of people don't find that kind of happiness at work, and it could very much interfere with their mental well-being. So I find I get to work and I'm happy, and it's good to feel that when you can come to a place where you're enjoying yourself and you want to be able to work and be happy. So it's a good environment to be in.
No, that's
sure.
amazing, and it's so cool seeing you teach, because you're like, I can tell you're really passionate about the material. You enjoy doing the songs and
It's very
the
fun.
lessons. You make French fun, and I don't know if like maybe that was my problem growing up. I was just, being a young boy with a lot
Yeah.
of energy. It was hard to concentrate at the best of times.
Yes.
So that second language was a big hurdle for me. But I mean, having a teacher like that really brings that fun energy that you are providing our students with, I think is just super special. So I'm glad you
thank
feel
you.
so
Thank
great.
you.
No problem.
And I find like when I'm just teaching one subject,
Yeah.
it's different than a classroom teacher. They have
Right.
to teach so many different subjects.
Science, religion,
And
math.
when you can focus on one subject,
Yeah.
you can be the expert at it. You can really be focused on becoming a better teacher when you're just focusing on the one subject, and it happens to be a subject that I love. So
Oh yeah, no, it shows. That's so
I
cool.
like it a lot.
Okay, and the last question of the day.
Yes.
How do you keep French fun for the students? We already kind of touched on this, but what are some other things you do to just keep that fun energy going?
Well, I really like to keep up with having the students feel comfortable, and I want them to be brave and not to be embarrassed to speak another language. I really try to give them daily opportunities to speak French and have fun with their friends and just have small, short dialogues, because it's important to get up and speak with one another, not
Absolutely.
just sit down and do verbs for the whole period. We want to get away from pencil and paper sometimes. You want to get up and get everyone moving, sing, dance, and I find it's just a way to really enjoy the language, and if you're brave, then I mean, you can do anything. So
That's so true. It goes for anything in life, right? If you feel confident, and if you're
true,
not,
it's confidence. That's what I'm trying to build in the French classroom. So
yeah, I like when you did the French song. You had the kids in groups,
yes.
and then they would have to sing a line, and you made sure that they sang it, like as best and as loud and as fun as they could, and they just really got into it. So that was super cool that they were so passionate and wanting to do the songs, and the songs are catchy and fun. So
And we want them to like French.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, even when I was growing up, you go to French class, you think of French class, and no one likes French class, and it's very, sometimes it's a scary thought to go to French class, but you know what? Times have changed, and we're getting the kids up more, and we're singing songs, and we're making it a lot more fun and interactive, and, building confidence.
Yeah, I think like conjugating verbs and stuff when I was growing up was hard. Again, struggling mostly in English, having to sit down and do pen and paper, it was like maybe that would have been a better option for me back when in school, and maybe would have changed.
Probably. You probably would have loved your French class.
Yeah.
But we all teach differently, and I for sure like to make it fun. So hopefully some of these students will continue learning French in high school, and maybe possibly one day become a teacher themselves, teaching French.
And even if they don't, I mean, they're opening up so many doorways.
True.
There's so much more that job opportunity for them if they...
And traveling.
Traveling,
you feel
yeah.
more confident traveling. You can kind of, showcase your skills, and
and just feel that confidence.
That's right.
That's right. Well, Natalie, thank you for this. This was really informative and really cool to just sit down and chat with you and share this with our school. So thank you so much.
And thank you very much for allowing me to be the second professional that you've interviewed.